A day of entertainment in Arlington, Virginia. The local Latin American community get together to enjoy their own music and culture. They're part of a global movement of poor migrant workers who travel to richer countries to work and to send money home to support the families they've left behind. Worldwide, it's estimated that flow of money amounts to a staggering $200 billion a year. What impact can it have in the fight against poverty? To find out more, Life has travelled to the United States and El Salvador to uncover this hidden economy. There have always been economic migrants, people who swap regions, countries, even continents to find better wages to pay for a better life.
Remittances have been around for generations upon generations, but they are accelerating. People move north by the millions, and money moves south by the billions.
The Treasury Department and the U.S. government is extremely interested in remittances. Until about 5 years ago, we didn't appreciate the magnitude of the flows, and still it's very hard to identify really how many remittances are leaving the U.S.
This is a global phenomenon. We estimate that there are about $200 billion sent all over the world by some 150 million immigrants.
1 out of every 10 people on the planet either sends or receives money from abroad. And unlike all other forms of financial aid that travels into developing countries, remittances go directly to poor people.
It turns out that remittances to Latin America are more than all of the foreign direct investment and all of the official development assistance, all the foreign aid combined. And these are enormous flows going into these countries, and they support tens of millions of families.
Huge sums of money are involved, and the way this money is sent from A to B is being revolutionized. Not surprisingly, the banking community is starting to show an interest. As a result, the days of smuggling dollars home may soon be over, together with the expense of using transfer agents.
The cost of remitting is going down. The more that the banks have become involved, the lower the fees have become. But I think remittance is much more than a transfer. It's about linking two families, two economies.
The vast majority of economic migrants who come to the United States are from Latin America. More than 1 million come from El Salvador, a country hard hit by tragedy in the last 25 years. First, a bitter 12-year civil war, which ended in 1992, claimed the lives of 75,000 people. Then came a series of natural disasters. Hurricane Mitch in 1998, followed by a number of earthquakes in 2001. Each has contributed to the country's poverty and sent tens of thousands in search of work abroad. As a consequence, remittances have leapt from less than $1 billion in 1994 to $2.5 billion in 2004, or roughly 17.1% of GDP. Today, the exodus of workers still continues, and the government has created a special ministerial office for them.
The war generated a great deal of migration, but then there was another kind of migration that continued during the period of peace and national reconstruction. These two distinct scenarios led to a quarter of the population living abroad. This has an enormous impact on the political, economical, social and cultural life in our country.
In rural areas like Tronalagua, up to 1/3 of the people depend on money from abroad. Julio and Ana Cortez are among them. Each month they get $200 from their elder children in Washington. It's made a world of difference to Julio and Ana and their remaining children.
Here is the kitchen. Over there you have the